So my name is Masita Fahema. I identify as a gay Tongan male, and what that means to me is the gay part, of course, is my sexual orientation and how I identify in that realm, and then Tongan, such a big part of who I am, hailing from the islands of Tonga, from the villages of Nautoka, Talafo'o, Lapaha, and Kolohapai. And how those work together, I love the aspect of intersectionality and how that really makes the makeup of our personalities and who we are. What visibility means to me is being able to see a portion of ourselves outside. So whether that be on the television, in the movie theaters, on our phones, on TikTok, really anywhere, just to be able to see some sort of aspect. So it doesn't have to be completely who we are, right? So I might not see a gay Tongan male as such as myself, but seeing someone who is queer, right? That's something I can identify with. But seeing someone who is Polynesian or Pacific Islander, that's something I can identify with. I think it's so important for us to see those because it helps us to come to the realizations of who we are and learn more, tap into who we are beneath. I think everyone's going through a journey of, just knowing ourselves and being true to ourselves. So it's important to see that outwardly before we can find that inwardly. So I grew up Mormon. That was a big heavy part of my life. I remember in elementary school, I knew there was always something different about me, but I never realized what that was until I was in middle school, and I realized that I don't like girls the way that my other male friends like them, right? I wanted to be like them, but I didn't want to be in some sort of intimate relationship with them. Later on, after battling through some of the religious trauma and finding that realization, I came to terms with my sexuality probably around 16 when I was in high school. And after I graduated high school, I was 17, I came out on Father's Day of 2020. And that's when I really tried to embrace that part of me, being gay. It was really hard because, like I said, I did grow up Mormon, and that was a big part of me. God is still a big part of who I am, and it will always be a big part of who I am, but for me it's important to touch on all of those different parts of me, and I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't include my sexual orientation and really promote that part of myself and be proud of who I am. Of course, for everyone, coming out is not easy. It's a journey, and I think it's a continuing thing that we do, right? I think I'm continually coming out when I meet new people and when I discover new parts of myself. I remember when I first came out, I had a lot of social anxiety. Being around people was really hard, even just going to the grocery store. But of course, our weaknesses can be turned into strengths, so that's something that I've been working on. I've been doing better. I think with that as well, I've learned to be more confident and really to not care what other people think, because really at the end of the day, it's my happiness, and if I'm happy with myself, that should be all that matters. It really doesn't matter what other people think about me. It matters really just what I think, and if I'm satisfied with how I acted throughout the day. I remember as a younger kid watching Fresh TV. I remember seeing Amanaki, Fresca Falitao, and just seeing her on the F word, and I didn't really fully understand it, but in some way in my head and my heart, I knew there was something about her that really resonated with me, and she's someone I continually look up to. We see her in mainstream media lately with her film Inky Pinky Ponky, and it kind of portrays how she grew up and her feelings. I think the biggest thing that I am inspired by her is just her aspect of doing whatever you love and being apologetically who you are. Advice that I would give to my younger self, I would tell myself just to be who you are. Little Masi was always told, oh, you act like a girl, stop acting like a girl, or all of those things that really bring back bad memories, but really, Masi, you are who you are, and you're not like anybody else, so that'd be my advice. Be who you are, unapologetically, and be confident. Advice I have for Pasifika youth is first of all, your safety is number one priority. So before you do anything with coming out, make sure that you're in a safe environment. With that being said, there are so many resources available to you that you can just search up online and find a circle of people that can help support you. Another thing is to always remember that there are people behind you. There's a Tongan proverb that says "Ikaiha to'a e tu'utokotaha," which means there's no warrior that stands alone. Although there may be people who kind of overshadow the good and you're struggling with that, there's always someone behind you, so don't let that really negate the positivity and your support group that's behind you.